I just got back from a week-long training event that was out of state, and I expected that the house would be hectic when I returned. So during the time I was gone, my poor husband was pulling single daddy duty and trying to wrangle two little kids while he was working a full-time job. So, obviously it was expected that the house wouldn't be in order when I return. Then again, the house isn't in order as is when I'm home. But I totally get it. He worked from 7 a.m. up until 5 p.m. so I can pick up the kids from daycare. Then he had to figure out what to do for dinner, and then get the kids showered and into bed at a reasonable time, and rinse, recycle, repeat. In reality, there really wasn't any time for him to focus on keeping the house tidy. He was primarily focusing on survival mode at this point. Also, I feel kind of, you know, cleaning was the lowest priority of his to-do list without me. But then it got me really thinking about what I had just read about decluttering from the book The Elevation Approach by Tina Wells. Instead of immediately diving in and tackling the clutter when you notice it, take the time to think about why it's happening or it happened. It is so true that the state of our homes, cars, offices, desks, and even our email inboxes can clue us into our mental state. So, like I said with my husband in the house, it was looking a little chaotic because it was chaotic during the time that I was gone. So instead of pointing out the mess in the living room and kind of saying, oh, it's so messy and the boys kind of tore it up, cleaned it up the next day. Didn't even mention it to my husband because what's the point? He was already chaotic as is, or chaotic. He was already stressed out as is. It was clear that he wasn't having a good time while I was gone. So every time we see that our personal spaces are getting a little decluttered or a little cluttered, we know we have to clean it. We know these things are looking a little crazy and we probably can't find the things we need. Maybe we don't even have a lot of space to function normally. But we don't immediately dive into cleaning because, well, most of us are that way. I know that I'm that way. Sometimes it takes us a little bit more clutter on top of our clutter to do something about it. And we go into it with a not so great attitude most of the time. I've realized for myself the best way to motivate myself into cleaning is to reframe the thought of the act of cleaning. Instead of thinking, oh, I have to clean, I reframe the thought, I want to clean, and I want to clean to take care of my future self. I know that if I tidy up my office now, I'll be a lot happier mentally in the future. I used to say that I operated under organized chaos whenever my work desk had piles of paper scattered on it. My organized chaos just made me feel a little bit more panicked than it should, and that is definitely not the vibe. I want to clean because it really feels like I'm physically cleansing my soul. As I said earlier on how our messes usually manifest how we're doing internally, I feel like it's the same way when you clean. You're cleaning what's going on in the inside. Whenever I'm doing the dishes or folding the clothes, I sometimes feel like I'm in a meditative state and I just think about things, like random things. These times I feel like I'm able to get in touch with myself and just process whatever's on my mind at the time. Other times I'll just pop on a podcast, listen to YouTube videos, or listen to a song from my past. And with those meditative states, it does make me feel super grateful for the things that I have. I could totally gripe about having to clean my house, but I'm fortunate to have a house to clean in the first place. I'm grateful for having enough money to pay for my house and the things that I put inside it. And although I may not have enough money to buy the things that I want, I'm truly grateful for being able to buy the things that I currently have. So the next time you see your personal spaces begin to look a little messy, remember to pause and reflect on how you're doing. Is life getting a little bit busy and you're just being too tired? You've just been too tired to focus on the now? Once you've met yourself, remember that you want to clean for your future self and for your soul. Last, have gratitude for the things you have and the space you're able to clean. So these are a few things that I notice about how I framed my thoughts in cleaning. I totally love to hear how you reframe your thoughts in cleaning and how you get on with the day and the daily tasks. Until then, I will see you in the next video.